Friends, recently we are seeing a surge in cases relating to vehicle detention under GST. Well, in the budget also, a lot of amendments have been made in penal provisions as far as vehicle detentions and e-way bills are concerned. Section 129, as was contended by many taxpayers as to why there is a 100% tax payment required for vehicle detention, that provision has also been proposed to be amended by this finance budget 2021, and it is now provided that a penalty of 200% would be imposed on detention of vehicles. Friends, in this respect, it is understood that the transportation under GST would be more stricter going forward. However, there are various court judgments wherein the high courts have held in various cases in favor of the assessees. These cases set important precedents or discipline in vehicle detention cases, which we would discuss in this video one by one. So friends, very recently in the case of Vijay Metals, in Telangana High Court, the case was that the instant transporter, he had the material relating to two taxpayers. The material of one taxpayer was to be offloaded at a nearer destination, and other material was required to be unloaded at a further destination. Now this transporter chose to unload the material at the further destination first, and that became the point of contention of the revenue, that there was a change in the route, or the right route was not followed by the transporter, and a penalty of 200% was levied by the revenue. Well, this was disposed of by the Honorable Telangana High Court with a direction to the revenue that let the transporter or the taxpayers decide when to unload the goods, as long as all the documents are there with the vehicle and the right process under Rule 138 has been followed. There would not be a case of detention of vehicles. In another important case, in the case of Ramcharitra Ram Harihar Prasad, in the Patna High Court in 2019, the case was that the vehicle was detained as was alleged. The e-way bill was generated, or the e-way bill had expired, and the fresh e-way bill was generated after detention but before the detention order was made. It was contended by the revenue that this generation of e-way bill was not according to the law, and while the vehicle was detained, it had the expired e-way bill. The Honorable High Court at Patna held that when the order was made, at that time the e-way bill was there. The e-way bill was generated within the time limit prescribed under Rule 138. All the other documents were in place, and therefore it was not a case of detention of vehicles. The case was disposed of in the favor of the petitioners. In another interesting case, in the case of P.H. Mohammad Kunju, the matter was that the vehicle was returning carrying the goods from the job worker's premise. The vehicle had the tax invoice of the job worker, where the job worker charges his job worker charges. The delivery challans for the material were there, but the e-way bill was generated on this tax invoice of the job worker. The vehicle was detained, arguing that the value in the job worker tax invoice was much less than the value of the goods. The matter was disposed of the appellants. Another very important case disposed of in favor of the appellants by the Tripura High Court in the case of Gopi Krishna Infrastructure. In this case, the matter was that the e-way bill had expired, and unlike the earlier case which we discussed, at the time of making the detention order also, the e-way bill still was expired. It was held by the Tripura High Court that these are COVID-19 pandemic situations and the e-way bill could not be generated due to such a pandemic situation. It was callous on the part of the taxpayer not to generate the e-way bill in time. However, a penalty of 200% was not warranted in the instant case. A general penalty of 10,000 rupees could be levied in the instant case. It is a very important judgment by the Tripura High Court, and this can be used as a shelter in important cases of vehicle detention. Again, in the case of Sri Rama Steels, the ship to location was wrongly put in the way bill due to a sale in transit which had happened. The High Court of Telangana in this judgment has held that sale in transit is a normal business practice, and just because the ship to location or the new ship to location were not updated in the way bill, it cannot be taken as a ground for charging 200% penalty. The matter was disposed of in favor of the writ petitioners. Another very important case wherein there is a circular also that for minor mistakes the vehicle should not be detained. In this case, there was no minor mistake also. It was a, I would say, artificial case which was thought of by certain mobile squad in the case of device distributors, wherein the instant vehicle had two invoices of the same taxpayer, and these two invoices were not in serial order. It was the argument of the revenue that since the invoices were not in serial order, naturally there was some invoice number in between where tax was evaded. The Honorable High Court of Kerala held that first of all, the vehicle had all the documents required under the relevant provisions of the GST law to be carried along with the vehicle. Second, even if the contention of the revenue was to be taken, the alleged evasion was for an invoice which was not a matter of contention in the current case. Therefore, this contention of the revenue was set aside and the matter was disposed of in favor of the petitioners. Again, in an important judgment by an appellate authority in the case of LG Electronics, the case was that the e-way bill had the wrong vehicle number. The contention of the taxpayer that the wrong vehicle number was inserted due to a last minute change of the vehicle was accepted by the appellate authority, and the matter was disposed of the appellant. Well, there are few important cases on matters which we are witnessing as far as valuation is concerned. However, the matters is not of valuation, but the matter is made by the mobile squads in case of detention of the vehicles. Well, it is held by the Honorable Chhattisgarh High Court in the case of KP Sugandh Limited, and the Gujarat High Court in a similar matter in the case of Sakul Nazur Mohammed, that a valuation case cannot be a case of detention of the vehicles. Even if the goods were undervalued, they cannot be detained, and a penalty of 200% on detention cannot be applied, wherein the alleged non-compliance relates to valuation. If the department wants to allege undervaluation, it has to issue a proper show cause notice and not a detention order. So friends, in these various cases of various high courts, it is seen that in these cases precedents have been set, which on the one hand can be taken as a shelter by various taxpayers. However, on the other hand, it is also prayed before the revenue that such precedents should be taken care of by the mobile squad, and detention of vehicles on such grounds should be avoided. Thank you very much for listening to this video, and you may please subscribe to this channel where we would come out with more videos on GST, income tax, labor code related matters. Thank you very much.